Hey friends, hope you're having a good night or a good morning or a good day, whatever time you're watching this. Um, just wanted to pop in. Probably going to be kind of a short video today, but today's topic, we're going to be talking about heartbreak because heartbreak is a tough thing to deal with. And no matter how, no matter how it happens or whether you see it coming or not, it's never easy. And, truth of the matter is it sucks. Whether it's of course, this can kind of work with what I talked about in episode 1, which was loss, but it's kind of its own thing because you don't necessarily have to lose something to get heartbroken, but a lot of the time they can go hand in hand. So someone passes away, if you get broken up with, or sometimes just a simple rejection, whether it's has to do with something romantic or something you were just really looking forward to, getting turned down can break your heart in a sense. Yeah, heartbreak's hard. It's probably one of the hardest things a human can deal with. I would say especially in a relationship, like a breakup or a falling out kind of thing. Because sometimes you can see, I won't necessarily, well, depending on how you think, you can sometimes see your whole life with somebody, or just definitely a foreseeable future. And, you can see it with a certain person, and then if something happens and you lose that person, or if that person doesn't see things the same way, or whatever it may be, it's it'll break your heart, and it's hard. But yeah, heartbreak is tough, and a lot of the time, it can be really hard to deal with. And I would say that I don't know if I could tell you what the best way to deal with it is, but some of the best ways that you could deal with it, definitely journaling. And I know I've said that in past at least one other episode. But some of these techniques or methods or whatever you want to call them can work, for many issues, problems, whatever you want to call it. Because for me, journaling can help a lot. But for heartbreak, I would say definitely journaling. A lot of time, if you get your heart broken, you're gonna want to spend time by yourself, and I would say that's good to a certain extent. If you spend too much time by yourself, then you might live in the sadness that heartbreak creates, and then you might make yourself worse off in a sense. Even if, let's say, you get over your heartbreak, you might still be stuck in the sadness that came with it, and you don't want that. But say journaling, spending time by yourself, but also spending time with friends, and things that can distract you sometimes. Drawing, actually. I actually just recently, I like to draw, but I don't usually have the motivation for it. I have to have the motivation, I have to be inspired by something. And but yeah, I recently just drew something for the first time in a couple months, and it felt pretty good. I was feeling not down necessarily, but just had a lot weighing on me. I was dealing with it okay, but just a lot weighing on me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just sketch, and I felt pretty good afterwards. So drawing could be one. Music is great because music can help you with a lot of emotions. If you're happy, that the upbeat music could just make you more happy. If you're angry, when I'm angry, I like to listen to rock or metal. I know I may not look like the metal listening type, but if I'm upset, that kind of music is pretty good. If you're sad, slow music. Sometimes it can make you feel worse, but sometimes there might be a song. It's the lyrics, or it's like wow, word for word, this is what I'm going through, and sometimes that can help you. But also for me, I like music because when I'm angry, I just channel my frustrations through the fast-paced music. If I'm sad, I let it flow through the slow music, and usually I feel better after music. Sometimes you got to be careful. A problem that I have is like sometimes I might have like just a hint of emotion, a hint of sadness, or just slightly irritated, and then the wrong song choice can just amplify those feelings, and sometimes make it worse. So sometimes you got to be a little careful there. I don't know why I keep doing this, but let's see, music. Maybe if you have, I would definitely reach out to like your best friend or one of your better friends. Because usually it's like, sure, usually they will have some sort of experience that can help in that situation. Or even if you're pretty seasoned, I guess, in, whatever is bringing you the heartbreak. Like, for example, if you've been through a couple of heartbreaks and like breaking up with somebody, it's like, you've been there before, but it's still nice to talk to somebody about it. And of course, depending on the situation, for example, like if your heartbreak came from breaking up with somebody, depending on how it went or what caused it, you could talk to that person and try to maybe get some answers or try to find a resolution, something that will help the heartbreak, help make it a little easier. Or if you're lucky, completely eradicate it, which would, be amazing. Obviously, that would be preferred outcome for sure. Let me think. Sorry, it was kind of a long day today. Got up pretty early, and it's not wearing my watch. I can't. It's pretty late. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I was gonna get ready for bed, and then I was like, you know what? I feel like recording a video. So here I am in the dark, as you can see. But let's see. Let me go over what I've said. Journaling, drawing, music, talking to a friend or the person that maybe is causing the heartbreak. I can't remember if I said, but like finding things to distract you, which can help a lot. I know I've said in other videos, like for me, praying, in my opinion, and this is not me sorry, my hand got really close there. This is not me in any way, trying to force my ways onto you. I'm just saying, if you do believe, in God, like for me, there's no emotion I can feel that praying can't help fix. And like I said, that's just my personal, but praying really helps me out a lot. Let me think. I know there's so many ways to deal with heartbreak. If it's bad enough, or if you experience like emotions from it for long enough, therapy maybe. Therapy is, a scary thing. Whether you do it virtually, like as if I was a therapist, and you're talking to me, or if you go in person, either way, it's going to be scary, especially if you've never done it before. But, that kind of thing can help out a lot. One that can really help is just, talking to your parents. If you have a good relationship with them, or if they're still around, which I hope for your sake. I pray for your sake they are, and that you do have a good relationship with them. But, talking to your parents, there's a certain comfort that comes with that for me. Or maybe just a hug, one good hug can help out a lot. Yeah, heartbreak is tough. As humans, you're gonna experience heartbreak, whether you are active in the romance field or not. Sounds kind of bad when I say it like that. I don't mean it negatively in any way, but whether you have had your fair share of partners or whatever and had your heart broken by them, or if it's just maybe, for example, you got denied a job promotion or just a job that you really wanted. Sometimes that might, if you were really set on it or you really thought you were going to get it and really wanted it, Excuse me, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's pretty late, but if you really had your heart set on it and you don't get it, that would hurt. Somebody passing away or a pet, that can that'll tug at the old heartstrings. Or so maybe it's just a movie. Maybe you watched a really good movie, but it was also really sad, and it made you really sad afterwards. No matter what, you're gonna experience heartbreak. It may not be extreme heartbreak, or maybe the most serious case of heartbreak you've ever imagined. You're gonna deal with it, and it's tough. No matter what, it's tough, even if you see it coming, or if it's a situation that you don't want to accept, and then it happens, and you're like, well, because then you have no. Well, I guess you can still deny it, but that's not gonna make things any easier for you. And I know that from experience. But heartbreak is tough. But you're not alone. Most of us will have dealt with heartbreak. I've dealt with heartbreak many times. At the age of 21, I feel like I've dealt with heartbreak more than I should have. But you're not alone. There are people out there that can help you. There are ways to help cope with your heartbreak, but also, if you need to, distract yourself from it. But just make sure that you deal with it eventually, because not dealing with emotions is tough. That makes them, at least with my personal experience, it makes them worse. By the time you come back to them, you're like, crap, because then it's like even worse than it was before. Or because you ignored it, it made other situations worse, if that makes sense. But you're not alone. And if you are experiencing heartbreak, reach out or write down your thoughts or just listen to some good music or whatever you find comfort in, really. Because I know there's, like I said, there's so many more things that I didn't mention. But heartbreak is tough. But you can get through it, because all things come to an end, good and bad. Thankfully, the bad things do come to an end. Sometimes there's plenty of good things I'm sure we would never want to end, but bad things do come to an end, including heartbreak. So just keep fighting. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. If you need anything, please reach out. My contact info is in the bio below for this video. So I hope this video found you doing well. If it didn't, if you're experiencing heartbreak right now, you're not alone. Trust me. I'm here, and other people are here for you. So hope the video found you doing well. If it didn't, I hope this helped in some way, or maybe gave you an idea that you didn't know of before. Have a great night. I'm gonna get some good sleep. But have a good night, have a good morning, have a great day, whatever time you're watching this. And just stay positive, friends. Have a good night.